Curious about the price of a Magic Online card? Try our searchable price guide on the right sidebar of any MTGOacademy.com page.
Okay, here we are with round 1 with the Reanimator deck, and I'm on the draw because I lost the die roll. This hand probably could be a little better, like if one of these were something else, but I'm going to keep it because I have a Wayfinder, a Sylvan Caryatid, a Whip already, and I'm on the draw. And he's probably playing the same deck. No, he's playing mono black aggro. Okay, that's cool. Reanimator got really popular within the last 2 weeks, I guess, because I wanted to record a daily earlier with the deck right when it was just released, or just like came out, started placing in dailies. I'm like, oh man, this deck's pretty sweet, and then everyone started playing it. Like they'd been desperate for a sweet deck to play, which, you know, they probably were. And it's about 25% of the metagame right now, if I remember correctly. Painseer, this is pretty annoying. Generally, you just have to survive this matchup until you can get your whip on the board, but I need some lands pretty badly here. I haven't drawn any of my past 2. Temple will help. So next, I'm going to block his Storm Vegetarian this turn if he doesn't enchant it with something. And then... Okay, so kill his Storm Vegetarian. I assume he's just going to like use the boon on it, but if he just wants to trade here, I can't pass that up. So he's thought seizing me, probably taking the Caryatid or the Whip. Either one's probably fine. The Whip's probably better to take. Taking the Caryatid's a little greedy. Though the Whip isn't as big a deal when I have Underworld in my hand. Drawing the Underworld is actually pretty good. Because now if he takes the Whip, like he can still kill me. Because Whip does prevent him from killing me. But the Underworld will get back my Abhorrent Overlord and whatever creature I've played in the meantime. And I'll be able to play the Reaper off the Caryatid if he does take the Whip. Turn from now. So he only has 2 mana left after he finishes picking. So probably spend it on... I have no idea. I'll just wait. Nope, nothing. That's unusual. So he actually took Reaper of the Wilds instead of Whip, so maybe he's just not threatened right now. Or he has another Thoughtseize. Guild. I'm going to bottom this because I want to draw land. Though I probably should have topped it. Swamp is good. Him not drawing cards is quite amenable. I don't even know if that's card usage or that word. But whenever he reveals Swamp, that's what I want to see. And I'm just gonna block this Painseer. I can't think of a reason not to. Probably forgetting something. Yeah, not blocking it anymore. So I'm just gonna take 5 right here. Then play my Whip. Or actually play double Caryatid is probably a little better, since I have that option now. So I block this turn, then I have, hopefully, I can whip back I can Underworld. So he had a Thoughtseize, so he's going to Thoughtseize my rescue, which he does pre-combat for no reason. It's pretty loose play. It's possible I should have played the Whip, but without having any creatures with power on the board, I thought it would be a little better to get the Caryatids out and try to rescue to get Reaper and Abhorrent Overlord. Not playing around Thoughtseize or like that's pretty much the only thing I think. I thought Whip was just going to be a little too slow, because if I played Whip I would take 5 guaranteed. Then he enchants it with the, what's it called? Herald of Pain, I believe. The 3/3 bestow creature with flying. Then I take a ton of damage. I take 8 damage, go to 3, and I'm just like dead to Grey Merchant at every point in the game. Because like I can whip out my Abhorrent Overlord and swing in for 6, gain 6 life, and then play 2 guys. That might still be enough, like if I had done that. But I didn't. Because I wanted the immediate power. I did not want to dip to 3 life. But I guess if I had dipped to 3 life and he had a Grey Merchant here, I would just die. So, I guess that's good. The real question is to block here or not. I think blocking is fine, honestly. But what does 7 mana do for me? If I draw 7 mana, I can just hardcast Abhorrent Overlord. That's not what I want. Why did he... It's kind of strange to me he took Whip. Since I think Whip is too slow now. So this has to be at the beginning of my next upkeep. Which is too soon. Or too far away. So I'm not going to block this turn. I'll try to block next turn. Go to 6. Put myself dead to Grey Merchant. Because 4 plus the 2 from before returned. I guess I'll just block. I don't want to die to Grey Merchant. And since he hasn't really played anything, he's either got removal spells or Grey Merchants in his hand. Didn't draw the land I wanted to, but you know, usually don't. So I guess I just pass turn. Don't really have anything worth doing here. Yep, there's the Herald of Torment. So that puts me at 1, I guess. That puts me dead. So, because I can't block anymore. I'd have to rescue the Underworld my guy now, and if I do, my creature dies, so I'm actually just dead. There's really no 4-drop I can draw to keep me from dying. Well, that was poor. It's possible I should have mulliganed to a more land-heavy hand. But I got greedy. Against mono black, Dark Betrayals, obviously. Don't really need guilds, it's much too slow against them. Rescue of the Underworld is actually very slow as well. I'm never really sure whether... I usually put in 1 Unravel the Aether for their god, for Herald of Pain, that sort of thing. But this is just something I'm trying out right now. I honestly think Reap for the Wild might be better. So actually I'm going to try that. Because Reap for the Wild does help me kill them. Elspeth is a little on the slow side, but I still want to... I think the rest is fine. Can't really afford to play Thoughtseize against this deck. Their creatures are all fairly replaceable and they kill you very quickly. Can't afford the life loss from Thoughtseize. That seems fine. I get to play turn 2 Commune and a turn 2 Cursor. Commune to fill up my graveyard for the whip I have. If he Thoughtseizes me, he doesn't even have a really good choice because my hands are just full of good cards. I mean, he's probably just going to take the whip anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and top this, I suppose. Maybe bottom it. What do I want to draw here? I don't think I want to draw lands. I think I want to draw removal spells. So I'll go ahead and bottom it. I can always get a... I'm hoping to get lands with the Cursor. Wayfinder would be pretty good here. Oh, okay. So I'm looking for... nothing. Filling up my graveyard with nothing useful. That's very unfortunate. I expected to hit at least like 1 creature. So what's he got for me? Painseer again? Or Thoughtseize? Painseer. Well, Cursor is very good against blocking, or attacking creatures, rather. And he might have a removal spell for it, but it doesn't really matter. I can't afford not to play it. That land on my library is pretty bad for me. Yep, there's the murder. Now, I don't even have second black source for the whip. Probably just going to play the Wheat Reapers to stem the bleeding a little. It does open up to a removal spell, but if I just don't cast it for 2 turns, I can't justify doing that because he'll kill me in the meantime with the auras and drawing extra cards off Paints here. And also just, damage. Thoughtseize me for my whip. It's unfortunate, but it's dead in my hand anyway. And murder my Gorgon. And I'm drawing dead. Yeah, I drew another land. I guess I shouldn't concede it's not technically dead, but I can't think of a card that saves me. It's definitely not this. I guess I could draw Elspeth next turn. The one Elspeth in my deck. I've got the good old 1 out of 44 chance to draw Elspeth. Probably 43, I guess. Since I know 2 of the cards on the bottom. At least he's drawing swamps. If your opponent's drawing extra cards, you want them to be lands. Okay, well, he doesn't know my planes, but he knows the other 2 cards, or the other card. So for all he knows, I'm just like sandbagging something incredible. Come on, Elspeth. Play Sylvan Caryatid, die to Agent of the Fates. Sounds excellent. Swamp? Please be swamp. Okay, I'm dead to that. He enchants the agent and I die. Well, that was a very disappointing round 1. I could have tried the whip play game 1. The whip instead of the go for the underworld. That probably might have been better actually. I think that was the major misplay I made in that game. Game 2 I just kind of like flooded out and didn't do anything. my opener was very good, but it didn't end up leading anywhere. Oh well.